So this one's going to build quite quickly. It's going to be using your boat pose, your crows and things like that to be able to build your general core strength. Now what I found was that I started to do moves that potentially were at a more advanced level and other moves that were potentially more beginner later. So I ask you to follow through and to feel your body as well. Yoga practice to me is about feeling what feels good. And some things we will never be able to accomplish because our body dynamics don't allow it. For example, some people have better back bend dynamics. They can still do immense back bends, but not as much as some people have back bend flexibility already incorporated into the genetics. So be mindful of your body and how it feels and what feels good as you practice along the way, and don't push yourself to be something you're not as a practitioner. So first we're going to get into the boat pose, and what we're going to do here is in this boat pose, holding here, bring your arms up overhead, bringing them back down, bringing the arms to the side, bringing them up overhead, bringing them back to your feet, bringing them all the way down. And finally, bring your arms here, bringing them up, bringing them to the side, bringing them down, bringing them to the side, bringing them up and bringing them back down. Now these movements alone will just feel the burn already. What I'm trying to do is get you to feel a little bit of movement in your body that you're creating whilst trying to hold a static hold. So that means that you have to let go of the distraction of your arms and focus on your core strength, because what we do often is we let go and we follow the distractions rather than following the core strength. So I want you to breathe into the shaking, and when you start to feel it in your thighs, bring it back to your core. When you start to feel it in your shoulders, you're going to do 5 to 10 reps of whichever arm movement you choose. You're going to bring it back to the core. And don't let the distraction of your arm movements or the quivers in other areas of your body distract you from where it's meant to be, your core. Okay? That's going to be the first movement. The second movement we're going to do, we're going to come from a low boat, and from here, we're going to come up into our crow. Okay? And then go back down 10 repetitions. Now for those of you that can't come straight into low boat pose, now bring your hands with your feet to the ground. From here, try and use a sit-up method to get you up. If you need to, use your hands, but do not bring your shoulders to your ears, and do not bring it into your legs by gripping, okay? So, and do not use too much of your hands, just a little bit to steady yourself. From here, bring your legs back for beginners. Try and rock up. Now, if you can't do that with your core engagement, rock up as far as you can. Bring your hands either back or forwards and pull yourself up. Wrap your arms in. Hands are placed firmly down, fingers spread. Come up on floor here for your more beginners. You will feel your core as long as you keep this engagement of that core. Okay, this is your crow pose on your mat lying down. Wrapping your hip up into the air so that you've got your rounded back. Sucking your knees to your armpits, and you will feel your core align like this. And this is what we're trying to hold as we move through our whole movements here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is get you into more advanced moves. So the beginners start on those moves. Now for more advanced, I know that you're wanting to challenge yourself a little more. So let's get you some floating time and some feeling of it. So we're going to go from low boat, crow, firefly to chaturanga, or low boat, crow, firefly, toe tap to chaturanga. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay. So coming down into your low boat pose, up into your crow, okay, sucking up your core, wrapping your arms in, bringing yourself down into your firefly, and coming back into your chaturanga, coming up into your downward dog if you want to have a break. That would be your rest. That would be 1 repetition, and for more advanced, you want to try between 3 to 10, depending on your skill level. Now to up that one more, if you're on that super strength and you really want to feel your core and deep core and everything engaged, I'm going to add a toe tap into that. So I'm feeling pretty tired from doing all of this. Let's see if we've got it. So, low boat, for more advanced, hands can come over the head. It's hard to get into the video. Hands are over the head. rocking up into your crow, wrapping your arms in, lifting yourself up, straight arms if possible, firefly. From here, I want you to toe tap, and then I want you to come into your chaturanga, and then I want you to push up into your downward dog, okay? So there's something for everybody here. You're gonna have fun with it, take it to your level, and enjoy the journey of becoming.